luckily for me, I had a thirst for knowledge that I actually read a book or two outside of school and learned some things on my own, but a lot of people don't have that drive or even care to do that.
Live in Paris.
Mage podcast here. What's the date? It's almost Christmas shopping time. It's the 19th already of December 2012, so we got a couple more days till it's like 2,000 degrees out and fire bombs are falling down from the skies and everything. But I'm sitting here with my buddy Mr. Chheang, and then Bretton's in the house, and then Detmur somewhere in the kitchen. Oh wait, he's right here. He's in my doorway. He's in the background here. And what we're doing today is all about fat. And Chheang here, he likes fat a lot. So in fact, every time that we cook something here, we know Chheang's coming over at the house. We basically save the fat. So if it's like pork chops, save the fat. You know, lamb chops, save the fat. You know, beef chops, save the fat. And we just keep it all. And Chheang comes over and he actually eats a plate of fat if it's cooked right. So last night we had a pizza, a huge supreme pizza. So I had a pork chop. So I cut what's sitting right in front of us, right warm out of the oven. Chheang is smelling it. How does it smell?
Oh, it smells delicious.
Another beer. How we made this is I cut the fat off of a pork chop and rendered it down into liquid fat in the pan. So then I put those still solid pieces of fat to the side and cubed the rest of the meat of the pork chop and then fried that in its own fat. And that's what we had is like pan-fried pork in its own fat on the pizza. But those fat pieces on the side, we are way too smart to discard them. So we basically put a huge slice of this pizza and put the fat on top. And now I'm actually kind of mad because I kind of want to eat this fat myself, but we save it for Mr. Chheang. So, all right. Chheang, when did you start liking fat, or has it been since your childhood?
It's hard to say. I would definitely say had to have been the past couple of years, because when I stopped over here and had that lamb that one night, ooh, that was good.
Yeah, but you obviously had to like fat a lot before then, right? Or no? Has it been a recent thing?
Oh, I'm sure subconsciously I was definitely addicted to fat because of my diet. I used to eat McDonald's like 3 times a day on the regular.
But see, for me,
Brainerd, CLC, baby.
Well, Brett, like, all right, I'm going to ask Bretton this because he hasn't contributed to the fat talk yet. And Chheang just said that he got into fat because of McDonald's. And although, yes, there's a lot of fattiness to McDonald's, I grew up eating McDonald's. But as I've said before on this stuff, like if I ate gristly fat on the side of a piece of meat, it makes me want to gag. You know what I mean? I don't know. How do you feel, Bretton?
I mean, it's really kind of cool. Fat, you know, there's lots of nutrients in fat. So I think I might have to have a plus for fat right now. Definitely. What do you guys think?
Chheang, would you say that Mage opened your eyes to the wonders of fried fat?
Oh, definitely. That lamb, when I came over that one night, that was some good shit, man. Like,
I always thought you liked fat before. I'm glad I asked you that question.
The best thing about fat is if it has a little chunk of meat next to it. You know what I mean? Like, it can probably be 3/4 fat, but if there's like a quarter of meat, oh, fuck. That's where it's at, because
it's like peanut butter to jelly, dude.
You gotta get the protein.
It's like the...
It has to go down smooth, though, you know? That fat has to have a smooth texture.
Oh, yeah. It'll slide right down.
So you're saying
like, so gristly fat, is that gross?
More fat
when
than
it's
meat?
Like, when it's like chewy, like too gristly?
I can handle it that way.
You know,
I prefer the meat.
Yeah.
But you can't let the fat go to waste because it's so fucking high and like...
Yeah, that's
savory shit. Oh,
I'm super subjective about it just because like chicken gristle, beef gristle, if it's like overdone and like chewy, I hate that. But if it's like a rare steak where they just sear the hell out of both sides like on a grill outside, that fat on the outside, I can have a whole mouthful of that. Rib but like you said, you know what?
Fat on the ribeyes?
I never thought it till now, but I think what you said about the meat having to complement the fat, that actually, I think that's exactly
key.
I never could put my finger on it that way. Because
Like
if I do cut that ribeye, I have to eat a little meat with all that fat just to
like you're
throw it
talking
out.
about every girl I've ever hung out with in college. Gotta be a good
three quarters fat.
Good compliment.
A quarter meat.
Good compliment to meat to fat. But you can't waste the fat when it's there.
So
that's how you gotta do it, though.
Or Josh Schimmel used to say, mounds of meat.
Oh god.
You want to explain, Derek? Oh, walk
I don't
away.
remember that one.
Oh, he dipped.
He dipped out. We started name dropping real quick.
Sure.
So
Is Shimel gonna hear this?
I hope so. All right, so if we send all this fat at you, and
Do I get to eat it now?
yeah, that's what I'm
What's he waiting
thinking.
for? That's all.
You gotta take a bite of that because I was gonna say
You saw I was gonna eat it.
I'm not exactly sure what texture that fat is, but it's basically been cooked.
So is
a
it?
lot.
Are these pieces right here?
Oh yeah.
Nice brown. You can see a little bit of shine off of it because it's nice and fat.
Definitely
The
glistening.
fat
in
is
night.
fatty. It's fatty
The
fat.
fat looks fatty.
That's the biggest piece I've ever seen a man eat a pizza, and it's with a fork. He used the fork to cut it sideways.
I'm being
No
polite.
knife, and then he stabbed a big.
Well,
It looked like
this-
the Great Pyramid. It was an equilateral triangle.
This came
of
up, and maybe
pizza.
you guys can help the debate. Last night, we were watching Tom. Sarah and I were eating pizza as well, just using a fork, using it sideways to cut it. Watching Tom use a knife to cut his pizza. And we wondered if that was a city thing.
He added a knife and you were just doing it with a fork?
Me and Sarah, both from small town Countryville, were using a knife or a fork sideways to cut our pizza, while Tom was sitting right next to us using a knife.
Yeah, but I think that
Yo, I like knives.
you just have to
At the
use
dinner table?
the fork or knife up to the point where you can hold it and it doesn't flop down.
Correct.
Can
But
this man enjoy his fat?
well, that's
What's
Yeah.
going on?
we're debating against.
He's about
The
at
use of
least
knives
3
in
bites
pizza.
deep now. You gotta describe it more than being fatty though.
Mm.
The fat is fatty. Because it looks
How'd that
is it
taste?
crispy at all?
Yeah, it's got a nice little
Is it
crunch
really?
to it.
Ooh.
I'm trying to be like that guy from the Food Channel. But oh, it's
Aren't you a
crunchy.
food critic at the state fair?
I was. It's crunchy. You can tell there was a little meat to that one.
There was once legs attached.
Kind of chewy, but
What kind of meat?
it's kind of like rough down the throat because it's so crunchy, but it's good.
It's rough down the throat because it's that crunchy.
What were you for Halloween?
Oh, dude, I'm
gonna take
this
Me?
piece right there.
Chheang,
How's a
what-
piece of bacon?
A tiny little piece. All right.
It's good, man.
Oof. Man, that's about as
It's
good as it
definitely
gets.
it's nice and salty.
Oh,
The key is
got-
you got to cook
got
it
these.
3 times basically, because we fried it, then we put it on the pizza, then we baked it with the pizza, and then tonight, since it was from yesterday, we put it like 400 degrees in the oven for like at least 10 minutes, and right until that crust started to turn dark brown. That's like a pork rind or something. We need to
That's how
go.
it tasted? Like a pork rind?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's crazy. Like a piece of bacon almost, you know. Pretty much as close to bacon. It's got a
You know,
different.
it's
It's
obviously
not
fat,
salty.
but it's got that like where that bacon is just saturated. It crunches real, and it feels like a little
Okay.
bit of fat's coming out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I mean?
Bacon is kind of what made me actually appreciate any type of fat, and I think that's why I like pork fat. It's because like we were talking about liking fat or whatever from what age, and for me, it was like bacon was the one thing as a kid that I would eat that was just pure animal fat, and I would just devour it. Like anybody eats bacon.
Right.
McDonald's bacon cheeseburger, bacon and eggs, whatever, you know. And so basically, oh, you dropped
Drop
something.
the
Oh, you
phone,
get yeah, no, but bacon like it. You're eating the fat all around that stuff, you know. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
Just leave it out.
Hey, sorry guys. Well, he hooked me up with this, so
It's
Yeah,
good beer.
we got the hookup. We're drinking some Ranger IPA and some Sierra Nevada Celebration Wet Hop Ale.
Chances
hey,
are
let's
you
not
come
leave
over,
this bacon talk.
Chances
That's what I'm
are
saying.
When you come over, you're gonna get taken care of.
Oh yeah.
What?
You always take care of me.
What is the? What do you think about the first fat that you ate that you enjoyed? Can you remember? I know you talked about
I
like
think I went through the same stage as you, where you
because
said
I'm still refused
right
to think
away,
that it's been
keep this
2
rolling.
years. It has to be from
no.
your childhood.
Oh no.
To be
I mean, I
honest,
was put on the spot. I couldn't think right away.
to be
Oh, all
honest,
right.
I kind of prefer sausage over fat,
Yeah, but sausage got fat in it.
but just out of just the texture, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. Something about the texture of bacon that I'm not a big fan of. Personally.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it.
You'd prefer-
but I
okay,
prefer
okay.
If
I
I see
respect that.
sausage
Yeah.
and bacon, I'm gonna go for the sausage.
You like the homogenous mixture. They're equally like meat and fat ground up and put
Exactly.
inside of a
Oh,
big.
That sounds great. Yeah. That-
Yeah.
Yeah, my fiance was never a big fan of bacon, but
Maybe it's
the
the
thing people
fulfilling
don't
part.
understand is you have to cook it different ways. Like you got to have it a different way. The way
So
she
it's-
had bacon was always not cooked long enough, so she always hated like it being wiggly fatty.
Yeah.
Where we
Yeah.
kind of like it that way.
Yeah.
But when she cooked it a little longer, she found out that as long as it was crunchy like it is on this.
How do you guys
Yeah,
cook your
she
bacon?
loves
Like,
that
let's-
shit.
let's- how do you cook your bacon? You know?
Usually just in a non-stick pan.
Nonstick pan, like how many? What's
I've-
the temperature you think on? Like high, low?
I just put on medium
I've gone to
the whole
bake-
time.
Just
Oh
so
yeah,
can
you
watch
can't
it.
go high heat all the time.
You can
Because-
if you watch it perfectly, but
Yeah.
it's high
But
high
the
risk.
the parts that don't stick on the pan, they stay too rubbery. They don't cook as
Okay. All right.
fully through as you would if it was nice and
I'm
Sure,
a-
sure.
I'm a situational. If it's morning and I'm just making 2 pieces, it's going in the pan. If I'm making a whole bunch for a friends group,
Oven.
oven.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
really?
Yeah, the
That's
oven,
true.
see,
I was gonna. I
In
thought you were gonna
aluminum
say
foil or
microwave,
something?
and I'm like, no way, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
any,
the oven
any pan.
bacon's. I like the oven bacon.
If you
I
put,
think that's
if you have a broiler pan, if you know what those are,
Yep.
just lay it on there. The fat goes
Oh.
to the bottom,
and
and
the smell. I think the
Yeah,
smell
but
of that.
sometimes that sucks because it doesn't cook in its own fat. You know how it's
Yeah.
like it saturates in its own
Yeah,
fat.
that's
right?
true. That's very true.
I brought the wild card out.
All right.
Is this
I have to describe this to the listeners, but we've had this forever, and it's a bacon soda,
Mhm.
and it looks like some old school stuff. And did you buy that?
Lester's
Derek?
Fixins?
Lester's Fixins.
No, I was at a friend's apartment.
Google it, people.
I was at a friend's apartment and I saw it, and I immediately thought of Mr. Chheang, and so I stole it from him.
You stole it.
The
Well,
pizza is
okay.
just finished
I-
by Chheang, by the way.
Oh,
listeners.
I'm not a badass. I asked, and he said I could have it. But
Good steal.
y'all get your fixins is exactly what's stamped on the bottle, and I'm wondering if this would be a good time for us all to take a sip and try it.
Oh God, that'd be a good time.
Actually, for the bacon talk, you have to kind of.
I think this is a perfect time.
I think that's a perfect time
Alright.
because I'm looking at this right here, like bacon soda.
Yeah.
See, the thing is people think I'm too much into bacon, and I think this is too
It's
far.
been in our fridge.
All right,
forever.
there's no carbonation.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm into
There's no
like,
bubbles in it.
But it's literally.
It means it's dangerous, dude.
bacon.
Botulism.
We have to explain. There's so
This
many
podcast's
describe
gonna
this.
keep going for
This is
10 hours
bacon
till they
soda
find
right
us
here.
sick on the floor.
Bacon soda, literally.
Made
Yeah.
in the USA, pure cane sugar. You can get 5 cents for this in
Michigan.
Vermont.
Oh, Vermont.
Gotta recycle, you guys.
Vermont's pretty though.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, Michigan you can get 10
Actually,
cents.
10 cents. Oh, it's, you gotta go to Detroit for that shit.
All right, Lester, let's see how your fixins are.
Lester's Fixins Bacon Soda.
Want to do
All
the
right, hey,
honors, Mr.
swi-
Chang?
Yeah, give it to Chang first for sure. You gotta use a lot of adjectives now
All
and
right, this
stuff.
is literally a bottle of soda,
adjective.
bacon flavor.
Chang.
Chang. Is it even carbonated?
It's better than I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't exactly like bacon. It was a little sugary.
Okay. Is
but
there? Oh, sorry. Go
it
ahead.
doesn't linger, so I'm alright with that. So quick down throat.
Bacon taste or
You'll
no
taste
bacon
it right
taste?
away. I couldn't get it. I think the pizza's still in my mouth.
You did just eat pure pork
No,
fat.
the end result is a bacon flavor.
All right, Chang's numb to the bacon because he just ate a bunch of fat.
It's
We're
I
all
had-
sitting.
I had
It's not
essentially what
bad.
was bacon because you rendered it.
Yeah.
So you're saying you'll drink bacon every day?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I don't know if it's supposed to be carbonated if this is that old of a bottle, but I don't know. It's okay. I don't think I would have.
Ooh, the nose is definitely a bacony, sugary taste or smell.
You can
Alright.
taste with your
Smells
nose.
bacony.
You should drink it down your nose.
Oh, damn. The thing about this is it's sweet. It's actually... Hold on, one more. Hold on.
I'm kind of excited to try this bacon.
It's pretty
Bacon
enjoyable.
soda.
It's way
It's-
more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But it's definitely super sweet.
You know, have you?
And the bacon flavor is more of the bacon bits flavor.
I was thinking it was gonna be a brand like when I got chapstick that was bacon, and it was actually a bacon snack. Who
Was it
wants to
good?
keep
Wait,
that?
you got
No,
chapstick bacon.
I know,
Bacon
man. I was kind of
because
letting
Aaron,
him...
like,
like-
Aaron's parents found out that I was big into bacon, and they do weird shit like Detmur buying bacon soda,
What else?
and they give it to me. And I'm like, I just like bacon off the pan.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
I like it
take
on a shirt. The
Yes,
shirt you got me.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dude,
I was
we
gonna
gotta-
say.
We should have recorded
That was a
this
hookup.
shit,
I
dude.
like that.
Yeah.
We should have recorded this shit.
yes.
Take a sip.
Alright. I'm nervous, dude.
You're nervous.
It's sugary. Here, actually, let's go back in the rate rotation. What do you think?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, Lester.
I don't taste that fatty in bacon right there.
Lester's passing
It
the
tastes like
test.
the bacon bits. You know what those
Yeah.
like you can buy them in a jar or
Yeah,
whatever.
like that, you know that.
It's not as good.
What did you just
Otherwise,
say?
it's
Not
just
for me.
sugar. It's
Whoa,
just like
wait.
a sugar soda.
Right. What are you saying?
The bacon
Derek?
connoisseur just said it's not for him.
No, I actually tasted it that time.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
I feel you. That's what I mean. Like, it's not.
keep it
It's
to
not.
You're not
it's
trying to
the
drink
true essence of
bacon,
it.
but
I don't
it's-
think it's bacon.
keep
But-
it keep
It's
it to
not
the pan and the t-shirts and
It's not bacon though. It's not like bacon.
Halloween costumes.
And
It's
don't
not
do
like bacon.
bottles of soda or chapstick because you don't want chapstick in your pocket.
It's not like bacon. After that,
Smelling like bacon.
you gotta take a gulp.
I took a huge one, and I just feel like it should be carbonated. I feel like it's that
I'm
old,
done on that.
that it's flat. I don't think Lester,
Lester didn't fix it.
we gave
Lester
you
Fixins.
yeah, we gave him the benefit of the doubt at first, but then
Don't give me no Mo Lester, man.
upon second flavor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that was
That was
some
a nice
whack
play on
bacon
words.
soda
You don't
right
want to get
there.
in my life.
All right, we got pasta burning and chicken
You
burning.
better go check on that.
in the oven.
Get
I
in
just-
there.
I just stirred
Get
it
in
before
there
there.
immediately.
Don't give me demands.
I was gonna see if you would oblige. And
Don't give me demands.
That was supposed to be
All
how,
right.
how this
All right.
ended.
Now I'm gonna go do it,
Should
but
we
I'm
rock,
doing it
paper,
on my
scissors?
own.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to eat good.
Should we rock paper scissors for who's gotta be in the kitchen for like 10 minutes?
Yep.
So, what kind of fat is your favorite fat then?
Bacon. Well, if you're that was kind of quick out of the mouth. Wasn't it?
Bacon.
But actually, before I wanted to say it fully, I was thinking sometimes on a good steak, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like ribeye, is that your favorite cut? You think?
Probably that's kind of got fat marbled all the way through it, which is
Yes.
really nice.
Oh, it's sweet.
So you kind of get fat on each bite. You don't have to eat the edges first.
That's true. If you cut it, like say a piece of fat is running like $4.94, and I want to be Highway 100, man, and just cut through that fat perpendicular, and then
What
you wanna get that. It'll look like a.
Are you?
I don't know. It'll look like a matchstick or
Okay,
something. You get this big long piece of meat with this like head of fat at the end. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude.
No, maybe
I'm
I
picturing
hear
it.
you.
2/3
I was
or
thinking about
like
it,
3/4 meat and 1/4 fat. kinda.
T-bone fat. Like,
Exactly.
Right,
dude.
right.
See,
T-bone.
you gotta go with the portions, half and half.
But lamb, I haven't eaten lamb in a while. We should do a lamb night and
Have you-
talk about that. Because,
Was it lamb steak that you guys had that night?
Yeah, probably like lamb chops where you get with the
Okay.
bone in them stuff. Those are
definitely good.
so. Well, sometimes you do get the lamb. It's kind of like a ribeye or something. But I forget what it's called. But it's just it's a steak.
have you
Aaron's
guys?
parents.
You guys had camel before?
Have we had what?
Yeah, Euro. What about Euro meat? Like, have you guys
Euro
seen the
meat?
big
Oh,
Euro,
yeah.
The big Euro leg.
Yeah, dude, I love Euro meat. In Europe, when I lived out there, they call them doner kebabs, and like
Doner
everywhere has them. And the guys just. Have you ever
think
seen how
that-
they make those?
Yeah, it is.
They take a skewer, dude, and you know how they do this? They take a piece of meat and they put it on. Then they take a piece of fat. Then they put it. No, then they layer it like pancakes.
Really?
Ooh,
That's how they do that.
It's like-
It's not a huge piece of meat. There's like not a piece of meat
It's
that
thinly
big.
sliced meat stacked on top.
They
of each
stack it and they slow cook it for days.
That's
and
how it
so
becomes one
like
solid?
yeah.
Like a
Melts
meatloaf.
Isn't that
together.
crazy?
A meatloaf.
Yeah, it
It's
melts
like a
together
prehistoric
into
way of
delicious-
making a McNugget, and that's why it's so good because
You
they
think
could
that's how
do
a
that
hot dog's made?
forever. They
Prehistoric
could,
way.
they could have done that with sticks and stones. People could have done that.
Right.
Rotisserie that meat with the fat for days and days,
On a
slowly.
Slow as
Oh, dude,
On a
I
side
love
note,
that.
I just checked on Sister Sarah.
Yeah.
She's watching a documentary on veganism.
She's
We're
going
talking
vegan?
about
All right, all
fat
right.
and meat.
What,
I need to do
We got
vegetarian week soon.
contrasting
Just
like topics
vibes,
in
right?
the bedrooms
What
That's
was on-
true.
of the teenage residents.
What was
That's
on the
true.
TV when you walked in?
Well, it looked like porn, but she said it was for about veganism.
Vegan.
Were
porn.
they
Vegan porn.
were they sucking vegetables? Like on Old School? Yeah, Marissa.
That's one thing I want to do in my life is walk in on a fucking blowjob class like in that movie when they were. Was Andy Dick the instructor?
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh,
was
yeah.
so funny.
Oh, when he gets choked. Oh, you just made a big mistake.
Oh god.
Flips his ass over.
That's one dude that I wish I followed more. I should like follow his Twitter or something. Cause like he's the one dude that celebrities will say crazy shit about. Like they'll try to be nice about everyone else, and then you hear like I've heard so many different celebrities, even on podcasts or something. They're like, Andy Dick, I was at this bar and he was like on a table like throwing glasses and screaming.
yeah.
Dude, he's like in everyone just is like got a story when they ran into that dude.
That's awesome. That, guy's
That would be
living.
one dude that I would love to spend like
Yeah,
an hour with. That
He's
sounded
fucking
really weird.
living. If he's not in jail.
LA
He's doing
man,
some
I could see how
outrageous
LA
shit
could
and getting
could,
away with it,
could
so.
coax that out of you to Start going crazy, man. Down in LA. That's crazy time.
Vegas, bro.
Vegas crazy too.
Mm.
I'm trying to go back
Can't
to
wait to
Vegas.
get back.
Are you?
Yeah. I was thinking about taking a trip in January.
For how long do you like to go to Vegas?
Just for a week, you know, get away.
Just a week.
Just for
That's
a
almost
week.
too long, dude. Take it
Dude,
from a
that's
4 days
like
too long.
that's like eternity, man.
Oh, yeah.
that's- that's-
Yeah, you're still young. You're all right,
I
but
can't stay awake for a week anymore.
I
When
can't.
Brett goes down there, he's one of these guys.
Yeah, you can't sleep when you're in Vegas, so you gotta do about 3 days and just be up that whole time.
Yeah, I know a couple people down there, man. You know, get in.
You got the inn. You
Yeah,
know, that's
Where
that's
at?
the thing with any place. You got the
Hotels,
inn
doesn't
and
matter.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you staying at? Like some
Not a
high class
couple-
shit.
I know a couple of girls that live down there, you know, just good friends.
good for you.
Turn
That's
strippers.
that sounds like a
so-
decent deal.
So I'm
Sounds like a
chilling, you know?
decent deal.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Slide through there. Oh,
So you'd be taking in a lot of shows.
no, I'll be partying, you know. This is so strictly, you know, I'm going there. To stay
Strictly
there.
not business.
Nah, just enjoying a good time, you know.
Oh,
I've
man.
never not been there on business.
Actually,
The
that's
three-
legit, right? Like
The 3 times,
'Cause you're
4
like
times
that.
I've been there. It's all been for
Yeah, me
company,
too.
but I
yeah,
mean,
but they hook you up with a free
yeah,
flight.
and it
So
turns out to
I've been there
be
just on fun stuff.
turns out to be 2 days of complete Vegas.
See, I would consider that non-business still, because if you're having nights to yourself,
What type of business trip you take to
that's
Vegas?
fucking. That's
It was
basically what they're
our
for.
national convention.
Just have a lot
Like
of
all the
yeah.
all the managers would come and meet.
Well, why in Vegas though? Like, come
'Cause-
on.
Well, for one, for like
Because
a
they're smart
legit
people. They
answer,
know
the
how fun it
convention
is down
center
there.
is like one of the biggest in the world or something there.
Really?
And so the
and
conventions.
hotels, every hotel has a big convention
Yeah.
hall.
Right.
Yep. So I mean, it's kind of
And
the
we're coming
place.
from all over the country, so it's like
It's the entertainment place.
they have to go
So
somewhere.
Right.
Think how many that would attract employees if they knew that they did that every year.
I think that's
It's
probably
a
like
good perk.
one of my
It was
least
fun.
favorite
I never-
places, though. But I could understand like how
How it works.
you just go party, have a great time. But all in all, just all around, it's like if you're not there to party,
You need to go there with Lynn and
it's a
Mally.
weird. It's like being in Disneyland
live.
if you don't.
We
If
had
you're like one of
a
those
great
kids
time.
that's into science
I
and
didn't get anything
rockets and
good,
all that
but-
shit, and you're in
Right.
Disneyland,
I was still having.
you're like, I don't want to be on the teacup ride, man. I
Drunk
want to be
ass time.
building a model rocket or something.
Last time I flew solo because I was with a bunch of couples, so I didn't know any. Well, nobody
Who'd
wanted to
you
go
meet?
out with me.
Who'd you meet down? Oh, because you met coworkers down there.
Well, yeah, but nobody wanted to go out. They were all like, "Okay, it's 12 o'clock. We've had our fun. We're going back to the room," and so
That was lame.
Deuces. I would have been. Oh, bye.
yeah. Oh yeah, I went
Venture
solo.
I think
Met a bunch of guys that lived in the Midwest Chicago area. Played blackjack with them for like 5 hours.
What
and,
hotel?
God, one of the janky ones down in the
Oh, okay.
lake.
Towards the stratosphere.
What?
Dude,
Right.
if you're by yourself, Old Town is where you want to be.
Yeah, dude. Downtown is the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old town. Oh, I was
yeah.
hitting money in there.
Well,
I
it's
won like
because if you're by
$200.
yourself,
Yeah.
you walk down that little 4-block strip that they have there, and it's
Yeah.
just weirdos everywhere.
The
Like,
dude getting in the box, his whole show is he dances around the box, and then he
Oh,
like
yeah.
gets in the box and closes the lid,
Dude,
and then he gets
Vegas
out,
is
and then
where
he's like,
it's
"Give me
at,
money."
oh
Yeah.
my god! Last
Dude, I
time we
don't care.
saw
Vegas is where it's at. I need at least a year there
For what?
just to get it in. to live life, bro. Like,
need
come
about-
on now.
a year.
There's
Uh,
some interesting people.
I need
in
about
Vegas.
8 hours to make 2 laps down the strip. and
Oh,
it's
boy.
like, all right.
See ya.
Like, but have you ever thought about
Where's
living
the
in Vegas?
ocean?
What about the
Oh, I thought about
what
it
about
for-
the people that live in Vegas?
Oh
Just
man,
think
I've
about
known
going there.
several
Where's
who've
the
lived in
slot
I went there
Vegas.
and played
Free
basketball
shots.
for like 2 days outside, like just hooping, like nice weather. Come on, you know, like you can drive to California. It's 3 hours away.
Yeah.
It's in a nice location. There's 3 surrounding cities right there that are
Alright.
pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm such a Vegas hater, dude. Any place where it's not even self-sustaining, they have to ship everything, ship all your turds
That's
out,
all.
and ship all the water in.
I'm gonna
know.
sign out this and go finish the pasta.
Yeah, dude. That pasta is that chicken. You take the chicken out.
I will right now.
How much more time we got?
I don't know, man. When
However
it's ready.
long we
When
wanna
it's
go.
ready, it's ready.
What do
We're
you
gonna.
mean
No,
by
I
that?
missed.
Shipping out. Like,
All right,
I
so we
missed that.
we got chicken in the oven that I baked, and you roll it in like all the seasoning and flour and stuff, so it should be crispy. And then we got these noodles, and so we put lentils, tomatoes, tomato paste, red wine, some seasoning, garlic, onion in there, and make like a red wine tomato sauce for the noodles. So that's what we're dealing with. I don't know about fat though. Did you? So your final synopsis on fat is you can eat some fat.
I can eat. Everybody.
I can eat some fat. You can eat some fat.
Oh, yeah.
We've made the transition. I used to just be so anti-fat. I can't believe it.
Really?
Yeah. It's just,
How did you used
When
to
did you
act
make the
like?
turn?
like I'd get a piece of steak, even something I like to eat now, with fat on it, and then I cut all the fat off. Like
Where did you learn
Oh, you
that
just-
habit from?
You just put it to
that's
the side.
a great question, man. I mean, as long as I can remember, I was the most against fat when I was the youngest, and I think I just gradually, just really slowly been climbing and liking fat more. So I don't know what. Yeah, pound it for fat,
It grew on you,
dude.
man. It grew on you. Hey.
Fat.
Yeah, well, all right. We'll cut this podcast off here. I'm sure it's been a little chill. We played a basketball game earlier. Ran on the team, and they were a little older than us, so we can't get too cocky. But we'll talk some fat soon. It's been a pleasure having Bretton, Mr. Chheang on talking about fat. We got Derek running around cooking some fat, cooking some of that chicken. Hopefully he doesn't burn it. So
It's been fat, y'all.
it's been fat, y'all. Peace. Later.
All right, cool.
It's been fat.